So this is going to be a little bit of a short one, really. I was going to do it more extensively, but today was a busy day, and in 5 days I'm going on vacation, so I'm going to keep it short instead of letting you wait for 2 weeks and maybe me forgetting it. But well, my grandpa's laptop is basically like the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra from Isaac King videos. It's currently at the computer shop getting the data transferred to a new machine because I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably the CPU, but well, I'm gonna get it. After it's done, I'm getting the laptop. As I said, I'm going to take the parts from it. But you know me better than that by now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try using it like Isaac King videos, those with broken phones. So let's just first of all go over the condition of this laptop. You see, this keycap here is damaged. Y'all should already been knowing about the broken clips here. Speakers have been replaced. The right was a little bit crackly though. That's coming later. Also, if you've noticed the screw things you're missing, let me show you. This is cracked here. This is loose. The latch is effed. Going off to the bottom, I have no idea what this is. This is probably something to do with paint. Very damaged stickers. Broken fan grill here. Missing 2 screws. This, you may think this is still in pretty good condition, but I want to show you something. That just comes apart very easily because that snapped off 3 years ago when I had to do some work in the inside and I was trying to clip it apart, but it still holds well enough together well enough that I can just snap these parts right back where they came from and have no trouble. Okay, let's see. There. And there. And that should hold. The card slot is completely cooked. And then you go here over the grill. There's a bit of grill pieces missing here. I don't know why. Those broke off, but those broke off. S-video slot. This thing's got 2 USB ports here on the side. And look at that precious little firewire. Probable GPU card slot. So, and then over here, it's actually got an extra USB port. Most Satellite A200s only had 3 USB ports I've read. And there's my custom optical drive because the original one had a bad optical drive. So it works fine, but the tray was ridiculously stiff. I don't know why it was. Let's go over a little bit more of this laptop. Let's listen to the speakers. I'm gonna set this up. Okay, want to know how the speakers sound like? This is maxed out. Sounds pretty good. Alright. This is with the maxed out. And pretty good sounding, but you can notice that the right one is a little crackly. So I'm going to cover up the left one so I can hear it a little bit better. The right was a little crackly. But then again, of course, the official disclaimer call is like, if the copyright holders want to make ads on the money of this video, I don't plan on profiting from it or anything. I don't claim it as my own. I just play short snippets, talk over it, or short snippets, or not completely original, or just for science, for experimental or purposes or whatever. Never to like pirate or anything. The only pirated media I have really is coming from other hard drives that I found in the trash. I've got that's the only like medium. But actually, most of the music I have actually came from actual CDs. Because I took a hard drive out of Ripness, and that's where most of the music came from. But the speakers sound pretty good, nonetheless. And yeah, pretty good sounding. What if I try different tracks? Some tracks showed a little better, like this one. Yeah, I heard how it's a bit rattly, that one. But it sounds pretty good nonetheless. Better than the original speakers. This is amazing. But they're pretty loud too. Pretty good as well. and they haven't blown up. That's 10 times better than the original speakers because they blew up at maximum volume. So much better. Alright, let's go over to the second bit, which is going online and playing games. So we go online with a more up-to-date web browser. Actually, one thing that I do not like is the browser does not support the GMA 950 anymore. I don't know why they discontinued it, because it makes the browsing horrendously slow on this Intel Pentium dual-core T2080 32-bit processor. And the RAM's maxed out at 2 gigabytes of RAM as well, making things even worse. Because the chipset cannot handle any byte over 2048 megabytes. If you put 2049 megabytes in it, I don't even think it will start, because even 3 gigabytes of RAM also doesn't work, and 4 gigs also doesn't work. But if you put a single 2 gigabyte stick in, that works. And if you put two 1 gigabyte sticks in, that works. But if you then put two 2 gigabyte sticks in, or one 2 gigabyte, one gigabyte stick, then it just doesn't want to work. Also, the hard drive's seriously fragmented still. I'm almost completely done with the updates, but I have to block one still, which is called the Microsoft Edge update. It tried coming back. I had to force kill the process again, and that got it. Why is it focusing on the background? Like, can you please not focus on the background? Thanks. You're seriously kidding me? I guess Motorola doesn't like a plain white screen. Just focus on the Toshiba logo then. Just focus on the Toshiba logo. Thanks. Okay. Sometimes the browser does not want to work, so then you just reopen it and it will just magically come back to life. This takes a while. I'm not speeding up the video, but I'm also not playing music in the background because, well, because I said it in a disclaimer, only short snippets or something, never the full thing, except if it's for experimentation, like, for example, a faded CDR. I've done that before. YouTube was actually able to recognize some of the songs, which was heckin' incredible, because how is that possible? I mean, I honestly do not know, but like, I mean, this is basically the only thing it can kind of do nowadays. You notice how the loading is a bit slow? Yeah, that's just the adblock loading. This is real time, by the way. This is so much faster than 3 years ago. Back when hardware acceleration still worked on this stupid chipset. That's why I joked about in a post of like, can you? Like, is it possible to like plug a graphics card into the express card slot? It would be funny though if that works, like a graphics card in the express card slot. That would be fun. Oh well. I'll actually turn down the volume. I don't trust the volume knob when it's under this much load. I mean, scrolling is amazing because let's scroll. Oh, there it is. It's scrolling. It only does this in Supermium, by the way, nowhere else. Look at it scroll by itself. Seems like it is also completely loaded. Okay, let's go to a game. Let's go to a game. Also, wait a minute. I'm actually gonna pull up the CPU temperature real quick because I'm gonna show you something, and then I'm gonna talk about the cooling solution, which I've been hiding from you for like a week now. So I'm gonna show you the cooling solution, and it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. It's kind of like that internet trick that I then heard of, and it is absolutely amazing. I want to show you the temps when I'm gonna be gaming, and then I'm gonna talk about the thing I used as thermal compound. It's gonna blow you away. It even blew me away. That it still works all 3 years later. All right. And I don't think I've repasted this in 3 years, so this could very well still be that special thing that I put in there long ago. Can't see through the camera because the freaking Motorola has bad exposure control. Okay. So by the way, IRL, the screen looks really good. Like this thing really has good color contrast. It looks better than the Motorola in my opinion. It's got better color contrast than my Motorola, and it's about on par with my Galaxy S9 really. Like and this is on stock settings by the way from the GMA 950 driver, which I cannot even update. Windows came with the latest driver, and there's no update for it. It's got the 2009 driver still on it. There's no update because maybe the color made it work. But I think what happened is Chromium removed support for Direct 3D9 and OpenGL 1.4 quite recently. So that's probably why the GPU doesn't even get detected at all. It's just blank, empty fields, and there's no way I can get it going. You can see how lagged out the laptop is when the browser is running. It's absolutely amazing. I love how the ad block does not work. What happened to the ad block? I guess it's auto whitelisted. It's about 54 degrees Celsius under the 93% load, 55. But we're not gaming yet, so I'm not saying it yet. We're gonna be gaming very soon. This is quite the lag. Let's go here again. We are at 100% CPU usage, and we're only at 58 degrees Celsius. Isn't that pretty good for a 31 watt CPU? And the freaking thing doesn't focus anymore. What is going on? It is focusing. Tap it in the middle. But yeah, we're at 100% CPU usage, and we're like, oh, I I think I've set this to 2 second refresh. I don't think, no, it is set to 2 second refresh. Okay, it's just so laggy, it doesn't even update. Look, I've clicked cancel. 59 degrees Celsius on a lagged out CPU. This is what browsing is like 3 years later, by the way. This was 10 times faster back in 2023. What happened? I have no idea. Yeah, look, now the things are loading. Whilst we're at 60 degrees Celsius of CPU and the fan, it's still at minimum speed. Well, it's actually a half speed, really. It's got 3 speeds, and it never reaches the full wailing speed that the BIOS update did. So, ready now. Should come up with checking for updates. Yeah. Checking for updates. Also, why can't we have this level of quality on the desktop anymore? I mean, look at this gorgeous UI design, and why the frick did we go away from it? Windows Arrow only lasted 2 versions, by the way. Windows 8 kind of removed support for it, but I know that some crackery can get it going. It's just not really easy. I mean, you can make it run like, you can make it look like Windows CE or Windows 98 or something, but just setting it to Windows Classic. That's what I tried to do, and you'll see why in a short moment. Oh, actually, this time the launcher didn't crash. The launcher crashes very often. I don't know if it's an Austin bug or just OS install bug, or this maybe just doesn't work correctly in 32-bit. I don't know. Because this laptop is 32-bit only and will be forever. Because the chipset has no support for 64-bit, because this is one of the cheaper chipsets. Kind of like my Acer Aspire E1571, where they slapped the wrong chipset in, so it shuts down every half hour. I don't know why my old one didn't do that, but the one I have currently does it, and that's why I rarely use it. It's unusable. Especially now that the hardware is really fragmented. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna exit full screen here because I wanna show the CPU temp. I'll keep your Supermium running in the background for authenticity. Okay, take a look at the temperatures. We're at 100% CPU usage. That's also without Supermium running. Things haven't even loaded yet. Okay, now we're loading. The music should start loading right about now. So let's see, turn down the volume a little bit. I just turned the knob. Turn the knob again. Oh, it's because it's the window. Now I want to show ya. Like, can you notice something? There is something plaguing this laptop, which annoys me when I'm gaming. Look, random lag spike, random lag spike, continuous random lag spike, and then I'm dead. It's not very playable. And interestingly enough, I thought it was only on 2015 client that it did this, but no, this is also on 2014 client. And that 2015 client I'm talking about is because of, well, 3 years ago. Like, is this playable to you? Because to me it isn't. The random lag spikes really just annoy me the crap out of it. And it also happens with Arrow turned off completely and with Supermium closed. Hang on, let's just close Supermium. Let's see if that fixes the lag a little bit. And this is not the GPU lagging, by the way. This is the CPU lagging. And you see 60 degrees. Let me talk about the thermal paste I used. Well, let me just go over it. Hang on. You notice this tube sitting right here? Yes, that's the thermal paste. 3 years later, it still goes. I have no idea how. Yeah, seriously used toothpaste as the thermal paste. 3 years later, it's still cooling better than my Acer Aspire E1571 with Arctic MX4 on it. Still that I do not recommend doing it though, because it does all sort of nasty things with the heatsink and such. And this heatsink was already effed. It's already corroded to heck. But just, even with Supermium closed, look at all the freaking lag. And just randomly, let me get the performance stats out. Control, no. What, yeah. Come on, get rid of the extra thing. No, get rid of custom stats. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Just getting 10 FPS, 20 FPS, and then they're gonna have a random lag spike. Look, and then we drop down to 9 FPS, and then it just comes back again. And this is in windowed mode, by the way. We're still at 59 degrees on the CPU. Like, it's not overheating, but it's just that this Pentium cannot handle 2014. Let's turn up the sound a little bit. Like, isn't it incredible that this... I have never seen a Roblox, or basically Blocks, but old Roblox really, bork this badly. And then what I did back in the day was I got modern Roblox running, even though it didn't support the GPU, by running it in software graphics. I got less than 1 FPS, but it did run. The thing was struggling real bad. I can see why they stopped supporting this. This is unplayable. But let's now flick over to full screen, because the performance decreases that way. This is on minimum graphics, by the way. Like 12 FPS, and then we're gonna get the random lag spike again. And I'm randomly dead again, even though I pressed the spacebar. That's how annoying this is. I don't think the L300 did this. I'll get it later, but the max data is falling apart, so I'll put that in storage. Yeah, genuinely, the hinge is completely knackered on it, so I don't really use that thing anymore. I was deciding to get a battery for it, but I just don't do it now. I let go of the button. Even the keyboard's lagging. Let's go over to a different performance stat. Control Shift F5, yeah. Let's go over to F2. You see, my CPU is at 300 milliseconds. That's worse than yesterday. What? And now it's 79 milliseconds. Okay, 87 milliseconds. That's pretty high, actually. And you see, my GPU is at 0 milliseconds. Wow, the GMI 950 is really freaking fast then. But the present is for 34 milliseconds. So this is really ridiculously slow. How is this even possible? This thing cannot game properly. I mean, I've seen online that it got a Left 4 Dead benchmark 2 FPS, and it said unplayable. That's amazing. It would be interesting if we can pull off a Bring It Studios and put Half-Life on it. It's gonna be like that receipt printer. That would be incredible. But yeah, I'm going on vacation soon in 5 days, so I expect not much content from me. But I will still post a lot though, so you'll still get more from me. But I'll just not be uploading many shorts, because I'm on vacation. But I will post about my DVD player, because I will try to... Yeah, look, now it's all of a sudden lagging really badly. Is it Windows Update going in the background again? Or is it Windows Arrow? I honestly have no idea. Let's check. Let's get the freaking window snapping does not work anymore. Look at how blaggy the window is. Let's get the theme changed. The CPU is now at 400 milliseconds. That's half a second of lag. Oh my gosh. This thing is incredibly slow once you load up Blocks. That's when it really shows its lag. That shows how well Windows 7 is optimized. Let's set it to Windows Classic. See what that does. Now, I think what'll help a little bit with the performance is if I close down hardware info. So I'm going to close down hardware info as well. Close down Explorer. Just have Blocks running only. Yes. Let's go back to hardware info. We're still at 59. Let's get hardware info out of here. Let's get the control panel out. And let's game again. It's still ridiculously slow. Oh, now it's a little bit better. And it's still ridiculously slow. I'm going to turn out of volume. I can't get out of full screen anymore. Why is skip level off there? Give him... I just can't turn on the volume! I've lost control over the client. It's lagging that badly. Get it! No! Gosh. Gotta do a control out delete on it. Not even control out delete works anymore. Oh, there it is. Task manager. That's still quiet. Struggling with the volume. God, look at the CPU usage. 54 and then all of a sudden it jumps up. It's so bad. I don't have a mouse anymore. Oh, there it is. Get back into the client because I just noticed that for some reason my FRAM config is now at 4. Oh wow. This is laggier than when I tested this yesterday. This is so much worse. But I'm trying to move the mouse. Get out. Yeah, okay. Okay. And in 2012 Roblox, it still works a little bit better. Or why you might not ask the box, right? Freaking out, my brain's not working today. I'm trying the game. Look, the keyboard's lagging now. It's worse on Windows Classic stuff. This is incredible. This is worse than it did yesterday. Look, random lag spike. Okay, this time it didn't die. Like, I'm not even getting that far. And I've beaten this game on Blocks, so this is really unplayable. And I've beaten this on crappy hardware. So, jump again, and it didn't jump. You can see how bad this is. So let's switch over. No, I'm not gonna keep them. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna rotate the camera around, see how many lag spikes you can count. Nothing. What? Okay, then I start playing the game and get lag spikes. No. No lag spike? So all of a sudden it has just fixed itself. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say Windows Update was busy. That's why. And I think I know what it is, actually. I can't get out of full screen. So, good. Control Alt Delete, start Task Manager, because I have to do something. I know what this update is. It is very sneaky. And it is horrible update. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Wait, no. This is just normal. Where's the Microsoft Edge update? That keeps coming back. Where's the Microsoft Edge update? I honestly do not know where the Microsoft Edge update is. Well, why? I have no idea. Look, the CPU is still at 100%. Let's turn on the sound. Still at 100%, but not using that much RAM. This thing is so borky. Let's see if this now is playable. Get that. I don't see many lag spikes anymore, but the network is lagging now. Or a little bit of a lag spike. Okay. Can this be played? I'm gonna look at the laptop screen myself, otherwise I'm gonna be detailed. It's still low frame rate. I'm not really. Yeah, it's been throwing me off for a long time now. Alright. Yes. Oh, lag spike, lag spike. This is unplayable. You don't know when the lag spikes happen. I got to about level 3 yesterday. Hours of trying. So bad. How is this possible? Let's switch over to a different game. For that, look. CPU usage just dropped. But it's still, yeah, look, 0.9%, 0.1%. This is using up all the system's resources. It's incredible. Let's get an arrow back. Okay. That was incredible. Bam, and now it looks like modern Windows again, if it hadn't been ruined. Isn't that incredible? Seems like Supermium entered a rendering issue, it doesn't matter. Alright. There are different games you can play, yeah? There are different games that are possible, so let's see. Most visited. You know what the hell? I'm gonna have to edit that out. Like, are you kidding me? This kind of reminds me of track 371 of my CDA rip folder. I've yet to upload like the first 5 seconds from it before then yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to make a clip on that. It's gonna be incredible because it's incredible. And also, how does she fare with video playback? Well, when I put one of those 4K clips from my iMac on it, and the VLC Media Player just crashed, so I don't know how good it plays videos yet. I don't have my DVDs on me right now, so I can't really test MPEG-2 decoding, which the GMA950 does support. But it doesn't support MPEG-4, doesn't support H.264, H.265, H.263, VC1s, VC9, VP9, and so on, but it does support MJPEG and MPEG-2. So that's how you know. Graphics Media Accelerator, huh? Like Intel Graphics Media Accelerator? More like Intel Graphics Media Decelerator. Actually, there were actually multiple variants of the GMA950. This is one of the worst ones. But there's also a better one. And I think the better GMA950 is actually in the Toshiba Satellite A200. Actually, I don't know. But yeah. I'm gonna go on vacation soon. Of course, the PDT-3720 is coming with me. Because analog and digital TV scanning. I'm gonna see where you can still watch television, because television is basically dead. It has existed for 100 years, for more than 100 years now. And then I'm talking about the globe, but not every country. And nowadays it's just basically dead. Because digital television, they say you need a digital TV. I have a digital TV. It can't tune into the digital TV. So that doesn't make any sense. Fail to connect to the game ID 17 is gonna happen here. Let's look at the hard drive activity LED. Look at that. Solid blue. So you know you're at a high CPU usage. If your light goes solid blue. Right. Oh, okay, now it's getting a bit more flickery. Let's see if it's doing anything. I also made the mistake of launching the client twice when this happened because it took so long to load. Yeah, of course, failed to connect to the game. ID 17. Look at how smooth the mouse is. We just launch it again. This also happened on the max data. The max data's hinge is completely effed. I barely use that thing because its hinge is completely effed. Its plastic has expired. You know? It's like from 2003. It's 23 years old, and this thing's 19 years old. So yeah. Actually, no. Well, it was a different Windows XP laptop. I tried running Windows 7 on. If you install the sound drivers, it will go and lock up. It was incredible. It's kind of like the sound driver crashing, but the laptop keeps running. But instead of the laptop keeps running, no, the entire laptop crashes because of the sound driver. It was incredible. And that was a HP Compact 6910p, which then had tea spilled over it. And the keyboard broke. You're seriously freaking kidding me. But yeah, that toothpaste as thermal paste, I think it's still in there. I think I've never changed it. I could be wrong. My memory could be deceiving me. Oh, this also commonly happens. OssiBlocks launcher doesn't work anymore. It still does not work anymore? I think what is happening here is it's trying to show an error, but the system's lagging so much it can't even do it. Yeah, I think this is the... you're starting servers too fast there, but it can't show it, so I'm gonna jump to when it works. It's been a little bit, let's try again. And seriously, 63 degrees on toothpaste. But I could still be wrong. So, I still don't recommend doing it though. Thermal paste exists for a reason. And I didn't have it back when I got this laptop. I changed it, I think, twice. And then it worked. I don't even know why. A 31 watt CPU can be cooled all just through 3-year-old toothpaste. And then an AMD Ryzen 3 in a Lenovo IdeaPad 3 dies because the factory thermal paste got crusty, and we didn't notice because my grandpa only does like basic internet tasks on it. So yeah, that thing's self-destructed. Yeah, there you go. Now we can play. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get the performance stats out anyway. It's still loading, so it's not accurate. You can't really read it because they made it so difficult to read. Well, we're getting a render nominal of 0. What? No, that's not accurate. Scheduler renderer is 21 FPS at minimum graphics. That's good. But then, you notice that it's still lagging a little bit? You know why. And this should fix it. After a little while. It's my old trick if it doesn't lag too much. There we go. Now we're gonna have to hold the freaking button. We're gonna get everything out. It's a little bit laggy, right? This is probably just network lag. Because it's still got the G card in it. I can't control it because I've only got one hand. Because I wanna have it in the house. Look at how good this runs. This is okay. It's still a little laggy, but that's just probably the Wi-Fi. It's really gonna take all the freaking RAM. That means you're gonna lose. Or not. Oh yes, of course. Nice noise. Oh well. We've got like 23 FPS on that. 23, 25 FPS, and that's pretty good actually, because 30 FPS was normal back then for this kind of game. Alright, no then. And then there we go. You can see there's no like sudden lag spikes. It's more like network lag spikes instead of like sudden lag spikes. So this actually does indeed work. I'm gonna actually try steering this a little bit. There we go. Why is it focusing on the reflection? It's gotta focus on the laptop, not the reflection of the outside world. A place that electronics should never be set up at. Like, for example, on a curb or anything. I see it happen too often, and I hate it. Like, look at how pro I am in this game. There we go. Just gotta get the tool going again. Smack it to the statue and just go back all the way. Look at how okay this runs. I'm gonna try staring at. Very nice noises. Look, we're getting 60 FPS! Just looking at nothing. That's amazing. This thing's powerhouse. Isn't it amazing? Oh, upside down. Why did it smack me? Isn't it good when you have a laptop that can't run 2014 OSD blocks, but it does do 2012 OSD blocks? Isn't that incredible? I have no idea. But yeah, look, it's running okay-ish. This is playable. I don't know why 2014 isn't, but I use this thing in 2023, so 2014 should be playable. This thing did everything. I flashed phones using this shit, my goodness. I did so much with this laptop, and it just the struggles of this. I did everything through this thing. Even OpenWebRx, I did that at 1.2. It was a little laggy but usable, and now it's unusable. Because some jerk decided to discontinue GMA 915 Chromium. Maybe Supermium can add it back. I hope they do, because it would be nice if they could add back support for these older graphics things, because it really drastically improves the performance. Really much. Amazing audio lag there. I'm not gonna play much more than this, just because I don't have much time. But it didn't indeed become a full-featured video. But I'm now just gonna go over more of the damage on this laptop. I think I figured it out. Oh no, I can't see. Oh well. Let's go over the damage on this laptop. I mean, it says made for Windows Vista. When I got it, I actually installed Windows Vista on it. I couldn't get the drivers working. And it was really ridiculously unstable and crappy on it. And then when I put 7 on it, it was actually pretty damn good. And this is actually 7 Ultimate, so very good. Alright, I'm not gonna let it update, so I'm just gonna put it in sleep mode. You have to hold the lid to put it in sleep mode, because yeah, the lid is cooked. Let's turn on the light so we can enhance. Look at this beauty of a Toshiba logo. It looked pretty good. But then you see all this crusty, crappy. I left it on there. It's from 2023, so I left it on there just for the video. Alright. Let's take a look at more of the damage. There's a piece of plastic missing here. That's broken. We've got the maybe paint damage, maybe not. I don't know. The second hard drive bay, which is unoccupied on most Satellite A200s. I think it's about 99% of them. And you can't even put a drive here because there's no connector. And you got this broke off screw hole. I don't even know how it happened. We have the fan, which has a broken grill. And we got the a noise crack here. I wonder how the hinge hasn't absolutely exploded. But I want to show you something else about the hinge. Got this optical drive, USB ports. And then we have, I don't know, we've got of course, the missing latch, the blinking red, orange power LED, the effed up card slot, and let's look at the back of it. On the back, there's not much wrong. It's just the clips are broken off the hinge, but and there's some kind of inlet. I don't know what it does, and I haven't actually seen it do anything. Alright, let's go back to it, because I'm going to show you something else. Like, you've got the broken corner still, but have you ever had a laptop hinge wiggle? Because if you want to know how much this thing wiggles, let me show you. Oh, that's floppy hinge syndrome. I don't even know what that number is. It's just unknown, and I don't know it, and I don't pick up unknown phone numbers. Okay, but I'm going to have to censor that. But look at how floppy this stupid hinge is. There's like so much play, and if I just move it like this, I can feel like that the hinge has like there's so much play in it. Like, have you seen this like floppy laptop hinge syndrome? It's so freaking floppy. Like, can I like put it up somehow that it just moves about a little bit better? Oh yeah, this. Like, look at how floppy it is. Super floppy hinge. Isn't it incredible? Oh well. It's very good. Very good Toshiba Satellite A200, and it's now finally showing its lagginess, even though it didn't do it back in the day, except on 2015 nasty blocks. I don't know why that is, but yeah, this thing's incredible. It is intensely powerful. Why are you not entering sleep mode? Okay, it's entering sleep mode now. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go on vacation soon in 5 days. There's not much going on. Still don't know where music comes from. How like I mean, it's kind of a mystery, really. How the fuck does like a radio station or something pull up a completely messed up, completely fricked up version of like a song that you can get on a CD, like and in just like a second, in a second. There's gotta be a secret to that, right? Like it's just something I've been wondering. Like, I mean, I don't like the public streaming services. Like, they're terrible. Like, I mean, what if you're listening to music, like, and the music guy's like, yeah, the singing music, and then, like, singing music. Oh, God, this freaking AliExpress negative 100 euro laptop free. Get it for free. But, of course, you don't want that. You don't want that to go through your music, and as such. But like, why is that? Why is that? I've just been wondering it because there's like so much music I still do not have on my 2 terabyte hard drive. Even though I've got like 700 gigabytes worth of flax from dumpster hard drive. So yeah, but still, it's not all the music in the world. Like, I just want to be able to just select a song and listen to it lossless. No auto gain, no limiters, and no other crap, just the raw thing like on a CD. Like, I mean, the flags that I played there came from a CD I found 2 days ago, actually. That was thrown out, and they were in perfect condition. Like, I mean, I don't know why it is. It's just been on my mind lately, and I just feel like getting it out there. It's just something interesting. There's gotta be a hidden FTP server or something. And then, like, I'm not like into piracy or something, but I'm more like, I'm more like, I'm more like casual listener. I'm not like into that. I'm not like re-uploading it the full things everywhere. Like, I know that MediaMarkt Top 40. I know that came from this hard drive, and I want to show you the hard drive actually. So I gotta have to shut it down because I'm gonna show the hard drive. And the reason I want to show the hard drive is because you remember the thick ass hard drive that I had, huh? I still have it, and it's actively in use right now. Do you know why? Do you know why? It is actively in use right now. I actually tried the rejuvenation trick on my VCR. Got a little bit better, but the left side's now a bit dimmer than the right side. I don't know why. I've tried multiple times, tried different polarities. It didn't really help. Oh well. Let's let this shut down because I want to show you the hard drive that I'm currently using in this laptop. It's very interesting and special because your standard hard drive sizes, right? 7mm and 9mm. Those are like basically the golden standard of hard drives. 9mm for normal laptops and 7mm for thin laptops, but there are also the weird kind. My 1 terabyte hard drive. That's where that music came from. I have backed it up, and I've actually put it on there. There's like 40 tracks of 2016 music on it. That was amazing. Like, and I mean, yeah, of course. But I've noticed that there was actually no link to a CD anywhere. There was no link to pay download or something. There was nothing. But they were all in MP3, and they were all really good quality as well. The 320 kilobit, it seemed like they were a bit like I got over the line. But let me show you the hard drive I'm using right now on this laptop. So here's your of course hard drive. Looks normal, right? Let's get this tab, pull on it, and look at that. That's my 12.5mm hard drive. It fits beautifully. It just fits. There's no problem. This is the hard drive that didn't fit in anything. Look at how chunky it is, and it fits. That's amazing. That's why I'm finally able to use this hard drive, and it actually gained 4 more reallocated sectors. That's about 2160 now, by the way. So an incredible hard drive. And I may have to later. I want to run like a blank file generator on this later, which will then write random data to the hard drive. See if the hard drive's warning goes from warning to drive failure, and then it will show up red in G smart control, because that would be interesting. Look at the rust forming. There's also rust in the cooler, but that was not from the toothpaste. That was already there. This laptop is kind of rotting, but it works fine. Except for the hard crashes it does sometimes, but that's only when the chipset overheats, and it's only when the base of the laptop gets really hot, as it says right here. Caution: PC base can become hot. Avoid prolonged contact to prevent heat injury to skin. Well, actually, my skin is basically used to freaking hot ass laptops. Like it literally. Like I've grown up with it, so I've grown up with laptops and shit. Like I can handle quite a bit of a temperature, but it does make me sweat a little bit when I'm using it on my lap though. So it gets quite warm, warm. And it's just because there's so much going on these old laptops, and I can use my hard drive on it. Also, yes, it actually works fine on this. Completely fine. It maxes out my power bank just fine at 65 watts exactly. It's amazing. I mean, really. Toshiba Satellite A200, like it has hung out for so long, and then you've got modern HP laptops from today, and they don't even use screws on the hinge. They just glue it. Oh, and then they just paraded the glue sticks. I don't even think they're doing like any like prototyping anymore on laptops or anything. And then just like basically running like kind of like switchboard like Apple does, and then just dropping the thing, smashing the thing, whatever the thing, see how durable it is. No, modern laptops basically just break from doing this. You open it and then and you break the entire screen off. That's genuinely good. Genuinely happens with some laptops, really. It's amazing how that's even allowed. Back in the day, like the HP ProBook 6910P, like it's got 3D drive cards, so you can basically just drop the laptop and the laptop will be completely fine. I've seen a video of that actually. It's amazing. But still, this is more like a casual laptop, and I know this thing has a big brother. It's called the X200. It's the Elite. It's the most powerful. Got 2 freaking GPUs instead of 0. That's amazing. That's like infinite amount of times of GPUs that this thing has, because 0 times 10 is 0, so it's infinite. Yeah. But like, I mean, it's still losing this key. Do I fix it? No. I'm gonna keep it like this. The screen's kind of scratched. A little bit from me, little bit from the previous owners. And the CCFL backlight controller doesn't make any weird noises like the L300 backlight controller does. Because if you turn on the L300, you're like, it's very freaking annoying. And this thing is just quiet. I don't know why. Modern laptops are just terrible. And I'm gonna show it soon.